It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from MetLife. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Smith. Chased out to his right. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Third and short, Mostert. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Touchdown! The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Russ now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. into the hands of Neighbors. Still going inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Wilson, a quick throw, complete. And in, touchdown, New York! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Pressure comes. Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the 1st. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hold up. Green Bay.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it. You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Cut. Green Bay.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it'll be Raider football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
There we go.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 44. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Handoff headed left to Mostert. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Cut. Hey guys, listen. Green Bay.
Throwing again is Russ. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Cut.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, that fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Going right back to Mostert. Crosses the 35, room for more. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cut.
Ross out of the pistol. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Cut. Front left. Touch 50. 14. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson now from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Mostert. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Hey, trio left.
Open space inside the 40. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
14. Gun. Spot that.
Now here's Russ. He throws a bullet to the center. Big gain downfield. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game in the first half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Mostert on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Smith. This finds Mostert. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
No ball.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. It is caught at the 20. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants about set to begin their drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
53.
Blitz coming for Smith. Buys time, rolling right. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Smith. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw from Wilson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
14, Friday. 12. Good job right there.
Man in motion here. Russ is cooking again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know.
Brought in inside the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. His return makes it up to the 25. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Be alert, be alert.
Second and 10 now. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
19. Hey!
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Run it! Bang out! Bam!
Once more, it's Wilson. Launches one deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
12. Tight. Tight.
Wilson out of the pistol. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Gamble now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ross out of the pistol. He finds Johnson. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, it's Wilson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the third sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you...
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New York. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Hold. Hey, here we go, hey.
A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
That one's complete, right side. 40. At the 20. And he's in, touchdown. The Raiders can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Gamble now on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set. First and 10.
Alert. Tight. Green, eh?
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Has his man. It's Tracy. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chinn has got it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Gamble now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Tight.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Tight.
Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. He lets one fly deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Tight. Still got it. 4 down.
Wilson now. This is complete to Neighbors. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying for the deep ball. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. It's a real short gain here, tackled at the 22. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Fields this at the 19. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return. This certainly is going to help field position. 26 on the run back. And it'll be Giants football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Good shot.
A handoff to Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Look.
Wilson now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.